Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Sometimes you have to be the one who walks away. I want y'all to think about that because this week I've talked about dealing with grown women, not little girls. And also if a woman finds you corny, whatever. Sometimes you might you might see that fine woman. You walking down the street, you say the damn princess. You be like, damn, you go and approach her. But she acting silly. You might have to walk away. Or worse, you get in a relationship with a woman, she acting like a little girl, or she doing some other stuff that's really destroying your mission, your purpose, messing with your head. Sometimes you might have to walk away. Even if you're in a relationship with her. See, most of the relationships, like even marriages, most of the relationships, they ended by the women. I mean, we've all heard that term monkey branching. Sometimes the women will have that guy, the next guy ready. But see, you might be the one who sees that she's going to be a problem. Sometimes you might say, you know what, this is messing with my head. This ain't doing anything for me. I'm going to have to be the one who walks away. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because remember what I always say. Your main relationship is with yourself. You have to live with yourself 24/7. You got to think about what your purpose is, what your mission is. Indeed, I always get a lot of men who hit me up and say, this woman doing this woman doing that. I was like, well, you might have to not deal with it. She doing some negative stuff to you. Because there's been many a man destroyed because he's holding on to some woman. And it could be for myriad reasons. It could be because she's the only woman who will have sex with him. But remember what I always say. There's an abundance of women out here. One of the things that any man has to have is that abundance mentality. Because in my last sit down, I said, shoot, I don't even have to leave my house. I can see plenty of women. There's plenty of women walking around. I don't care where you at. If you go out. If you go out. Now, you know, I use the example. I said, shoot, there's always some women walking past my house. Always a single woman walking past my house. Shoot, there's an abundance. You have to have that mentality. Because I'm going to tell you what, I don't care. You might feel like that's the only woman having sex with you. Or you might feel like, oh, well, she's real beautiful. In your mind, she might be that dime. Okay, so what? She's being destructive. I have known plenty of men who've dealt with a destructive woman because she was fine, though. She had a fat ass, though. Whatever. They nearly destroyed by these. Shoot, I know a man, this woman was stealing from him. I know another man who was being physically abused by a woman. I know a whole bunch of them. Like on this channel, I don't really go in on women, but trust me, if I decided, hey, you know what, I want to go in on women, trust me, I got material to last me for months. Trust me, without repeating anything, trust me, I got stories to last for months. But some guys, they just hanging on for whatever reason. And this woman's not even feeling them. Indeed, I've known some guys, they ain't even realized their women were cheating on them. But they still holding on. They, you know, one guy, as long as she showed up, came home, as long as she came home at night. And I heard that from the woman. Too. But that wasn't the right woman for him. See, I'm going to tell you what. As you are going through life, the woman that is beside you, that is helping you, that's supposed to be a help meet, the one who's supposed to be in cooperation with your operation, that is very important. In fact, one of the most important things a man's going to do is pick the right woman. You got to ask yourself, is this the right woman? And if she ain't, she ain't. And look, it's no shame in making a mistake. It's no shame. Look, we're all human. It's no shame and you might get a wrong woman for whatever reason. Or she might be doing some stuff, not even self-destructive, just some stuff that's destructive to who you are. Okay. Once you start seeing some stuff, you, for whatever reason, you might try to work it out. But if you can't work it out, you just have to move away. Because and trust me, even talking about this, I've had plenty of guys hit me up privately. They'll say, yeah, she fine, she doing this though. She doing this. I was like, whatever. You might have to roll out from her. Because is this helping you? Is this making you feel good? Shoot, there's men who've been, they caught heart attacks dealing with the wrong woman. You got to think about it. You might have to walk away. I don't care what the situation is. And unfortunately, even in situations where there's children involved, I'm going to tell you what, you don't want to show children that type of behavior. Like if you have sons and you dealing with some negative woman, oh, she's going to pick up on that behavior. Or if you have daughters, she'll pick up on that negative behavior. And all that is doing is repeating the cycle. You don't want to do that. You want to stand for who you are. You want to be positive. If that woman's trying to destroy you, like you get some women, they actually get in a relationship to destroy a man. They consciously want to destroy him for whatever reason. You don't want to deal with that. You can't deal with that. You need to move on. You need to maybe walk away from it. And yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. You might have some feelings for the woman and all of that. But remember, there's an abundance of women. You don't want to deal with that. There's guys who women have cheated on them, and the men know it, but they still stay with that woman. It was like, come on now. Come on. What are you doing? Because here's the problem. Once you let that woman get away with some bad behavior once, oh, she's going to keep doing it. Because there's no consequence for her. There's no consequence. Because a lot of stuff out here, a lot of women are doing, a lot of guys are complaining about, well, women doing this, they doing that. That's because some man is letting them do it. If you get men collectively who say, we ain't putting up with this behavior, stuff was going to stop overnight. Overnight. But, you know, we're working on that one. But what you have to do, you have to say to yourself, no, I ain't putting up with this. I'm not putting up with this. Your first relationship is with yourself. You have to keep yourself well. If this woman is not in cooperation with your operation, she's not helping you to grow, she's not a grown woman, you just walk away. Just walk away. And yeah, it's tough. Oh, trust me, it's tough. Trust me, it is very tough. But you just have to do it. You just have to do it, all right? I want y'all to remember that, all right? Sometimes you just have to walk away. So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I want y'all to really think about that. And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.